After causing widespread damage in Taiwan and Philippines, Super Typhoon Ragasa is now headed to the southern coast of China, where it is expected to make landfall as one of the most destructive typhoons in recorded history. The powerful storm has prompted authorities in mainland China to order businesses and schools to shut down in at least 10 cities across the nation's south, affecting tens of millions of people. The super typhoon was generating maximum sustained winds of 220 kilometers per hour near its center while moving west across the South China Sea, according to Hong Kong's weather service. Now for this discussion, we're joined by Andrew K.P. Long. He's a China strategist, joins us live from Hong Kong. Thank you very much, Andrew, for joining us again. Good to see you. Now, could this response to Ragasa influence maybe public trust ahead of future elections or political decisions in these affected countries?
Sorry, are you asking about a typhoon or are you asking about something else?
I'm talking about the typhoon. How will it be managed, and will it have any effect on trust for future elections or political decisions in these affected countries?
Well, I mean, of course, Hong Kong is now extremely well prepared, and then we got the warning of the approaching typhoon through the observatory department using AI, the latest technology, so they know that a typhoon was approaching. And then the whole government has been mobilized. The Hong Kong's 7.8 million citizens have been regularly given information, and then the whole city is now fully prepared for it, and all sorts of precautions are being taken. Various departments are being mobilized, and the high-level steering committee already set up 2 days ago, mobilizing all resources, including the security, police, and relief workers, and then of course all the commercial establishments are also prepared for this, as well as the educational establishment. So this time around, we know that that's the biggest typhoon ever going to hit Hong Kong. The difference is that the previous typhoons, they usually make landfall in nearby territories like Luzon in the South China Sea and other countries before hitting Hong Kong. But this time around, the typhoon is heading straight towards Hong Kong with a gathering force. And according to the latest data, is unlike any other typhoon during the past several decades. So we are fully prepared for this. But I think that because Hong Kong is a highly congested city, and so various other precautions which were not necessary in other cities are also being implemented. So we're looking to see what's going to happen. And I think that this is about 15 minutes to 6 p.m. in the afternoon. I'm in Hong Kong, in the south of Hong Kong, along the quite near the Repulse Bay area. It's still relatively quiet outside, and the typhoon is expected to hit Hong Kong maybe midnight this evening, about 6 hours from now, where it's reach the highest intensity, and thereafter maybe it would take a couple more hours for the typhoon to maybe exert its biggest impact on Hong Kong before hitting Macau and landing in the nearby coast in the Greater Bay Area.
And Andrew, how might this affect China's regional economic influence and global trade stability by this disruption made by this typhoon?
Well, I don't think that it's going to affect anything at all. I mean, it is not a nuclear bomb, okay? It is just a typhoon, even though it's a fiercest typhoon. And I think that all the cities around the region, they are all experiencing typhoon all the time. This is not the first typhoon in Hong Kong. I mean, This is about the fifth or the sixth. So we regularly face typhoons during the summer. But then, of course, this is the biggest typhoon ever, and then we are prepared for it. And as for China, China also experienced a lot of typhoons along the coast. I don't think it's got any impact at all. Apart from typhoon, there were also in China all sorts of natural disasters. And then I think that the Chinese government is well prepared for this, including earthquakes recently, as far from region as in the northern provinces like Tibet and so on. I think that the Chinese government is also fully um, um, organized to meet these emergencies.
Thank you very much, Andrew, for joining us and sharing that